Welcome back to the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. The number 4 ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans in town to take on the Carthage Redmen in a key first place matchup in the CCIW. With Augustana already losing earlier this afternoon at Elmhurst, this becomes a critical ball game. As Augustana now at 5-2, Illinois Wesleyan coming into the game at 5-1, Carthage at 4-2 in CCIW play. So first place implications here tonight in the nightcap of our doubleheader. Should be an exciting matchup here tonight between the Redmen and the Titans. Carthage coming off a tough loss on the road at Elmhurst on Wednesday night. Redmen were down by as many as 22 in the second half. Came all the way back to tie the game and actually take the lead 66-64 with 2:38 left. But that's when things kind of fell apart for the Redmen down the stretch once again as the game was tied 3 times in the final 2 minutes. Redmen had a chance. Malcolm Kelly had the ball, drove the basket in the final minute, got bumped to the floor. There was no foul call, but the ball deflected out of bounds and what appeared to go off an Elmhurst player. However, the officials gave the possession to Elmhurst. On that ensuing possession then, they went down the floor and were fouled. And 2 free throws by Will Nixon sandwiched around a Bryant Ackerman free throw with 2 seconds left gave the Blue Jays a 3-point victory, 73-70. Malcolm Kelly, this week's CCIW Player of the Week for the second straight week, scored a game-high 24. He was 8 of 18 from the field, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, along with 8 rebounds. Kevin Sykes Jr., the senior out of Tinley Park, had 15 points on 4 of 7 shooting, including 3 of 5 from 3-point range. So the Redmen trying to get back on track here tonight against a tough foe in Illinois Wesleyan. Wesleyan coming in, stayed in first place with a 72-57 grinded out win against North Central at home on Wednesday night. Andrew Zimnick scored a game-high 18 points on 8 of 10 from the floor, while teammate Michael Mayberger had 14. Dylan Overstreet added 12 and 4 assists in that victory. They're 5-1 in the conference, 15-2 overall. They're a very good offensive basketball team. They move the ball well. They have shooters all over the gym, so you've got to be ready to defend a shot at all times. This year they're a +7 on the boards. Last year in the 2 games against the Redmen, they out-rebounded Carthage in the total 2 games by 37. So the Redmen have to get on the glass here tonight. Again, this is a good team. They shoot almost 50% from the floor, about 43% from 3. They're averaging close to 16 assists per ball game. They have one of the best point guards, I think, in the conference in Dylan Overstreet. He's very solid. He was a first-team all-conference player a year ago. And again, I think he makes things run this offense very well. Pat Soderman is shooting guard. Watching film on Soderman this past week, again, he may be their best player that gets least talked about. Again, nothing special on the stats, 10.4 points per game, but he gets things done. He's 49% from 3-point range, 48% overall from the field, and really doesn't take bad shots in some of the film I watched this week. And then you throw in Andrew Zimnick, probably their most dynamic player because of the way he plays, both inside and out. He averages 14 points a game, 7 boards a contest. He leads their team in free throws attempted and in rebounding and also in assists. And again, not the best athlete on the floor, but certainly he plays extremely hard and plays the game correctly. Watching film on him this week, he is a phenomenal player and a very good addition and has been for some time with this Wesleyan ball club. So it'll be a tough matchup here for the Redmen tonight. They've got to do a better job on the glass. Rebound, rebound, rebound. Again, they were a minus 18.5 in the combined 2 games last year. Have to do a better job there. They need to start the game strong here tonight. That's a key here for the Redmen as well. They need to start out strong. They cannot fall behind in double digits early like they did against Elmhurst on Wednesday. Need to win the first 5 minutes here tonight. And finally, need to take away the transition basket and limit the Titans' 3-point looks. At least challenge those shots, get a hand in the face, and get back defensively and in the transition game. Should be an amazing atmosphere tonight. Big crowd. Chance for the Redmen to get back on the right track against a very good nationally ranked team. They need to be a tougher and smarter basketball team here tonight to get the W here at home. It'll be Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan. We'll pause and take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll visit with Bosko Jurikovic right after this on AM 1050 WLIP. An electric atmosphere tonight here at the Tarble Arena as the Carthage Redmen get set to host 4th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan in a key CCIW battle, joined now by head basketball coach Bosko Jurikovic. And just to put a bow and wrap up Wednesday's game, I think, and from where I'm sitting, Bosko, that looked like a case of this is what can happen in this league without getting off to a good start early in that contest, and this is what happens any given night in this league.
We're one of several good basketball teams in the CCIW that can win every game that we play, maybe are even favored to win more than not, and yet don't necessarily have the ability to separate. We did not practice particularly well Monday or Tuesday and got off to a very slow start Wednesday at Elmhurst, and we were chasing all night long. Yes, we did catch them, and yes, we did have opportunities to win the game at the end. That's what makes it doubly disappointing. However, as you say, it's an awfully good league, and we lost an opportunity. We could have been 3-0 against the teams that you need to beat on the road, and we ended up 2-1, which is acceptable, but it's not what you were hoping for.
It puts a little bit more pressure on the game here tonight, having to hold serve at home, knowing what you've got coming up down the road. Road games at North Central, road games at Wheaton, and having Augustana back in your building.
Yes, although that's not necessarily a negative second half schedule. We still have Milliken and North Park and Elmhurst at home. Now the question is, tonight we'll decide what your goals are as far as conference positioning. If you think you're a contending team to win the CCIW championship, tonight's a win that you better get. If your goal is to finish in the top 4, perhaps finish 3rd or 4th, then tonight's a nice game to win, but it really does not set the tone for the rest of the season. There's still plenty of basketball to be left. So we don't want to make it win and think that everything is perfect. We don't want to have a loss tonight and say, well, the sky is falling. It's a very important game. Let's hope we treat it that way. It is a great crowd tonight. Let's hope we're ready to perform.
This would be one of those games that would be fun to play, and I know that's what you brought up at the end of the shoot-around this afternoon, that, hey, these are the kind of games you want to play.
Well, I say that a couple times a year, and I mean it sincerely. These are the kind of games because of the level of the competition, because of the rivalry between teams, because of the crowd. These are games that is the reason that the CCIW considers themselves to be the Big Ten of Division III basketball, the ACC of Division III basketball. These are atmospheres and games that most other Division III conferences can't have. Even teams that are as good as the ones in our league, they don't get these kinds of crowds. They don't get this type of electric atmosphere that's here tonight.
These type of games really toughen you up, as you like to say. This is a tough man's game here tonight, not just physically, mentally, but on all phases of the game. You have to be tough on the ball tonight.
If you're not ready to be physically strong tonight against Illinois Wesleyan, you're going to have a long evening, because they come into every arena that they play in with the mindset that we're better than the team we're playing against, we're tougher than the team we're playing against, and they have to bring their A game to compete with us. And they're really, frankly, not wrong. We're not in awe of Illinois Wesleyan. We know that if we play as well as we played 5 different times this year, we'll win tonight. However, getting that done is easier said than done. We need to be able to take on every measure of their toughness. Defensive boards. And last year, I believe, in one of the 2 games, it was 42-16, not on the defensive boards, but overall. We have to compete for every rebound. We have to be physically tough to keep people in front of us, and we have to be offensively physically tough to get people open.
The words of Bosko Jurikovic prior to our ball game here tonight as the Carthage Redmen get set to take on the 4th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans here before a large crowd at the Tarble Arena. John Weiser back with you live as we get set for the game here tonight. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Bloomington. It'll be Dylan Overstreet starting at a guard, a 6'3 junior out of Paxton, Illinois, 9 points, 4 rebounds, or 4 assists per contest. Pat Soderman gets the start at a guard tonight, 6'3", 195, a junior from Chesterfield, Missouri. Victor Davis, 12-point per game performer, 12.6 rebounds on the year for Davis. He's a 6'5", 235-pound senior out of Galesburg, Illinois. Andrew Zimnick, 14.8, 6.9 his numbers, a 6'5 senior out of Oswego, Illinois. And Mike Marietti, a center, 6'8", 245, a sophomore out of Frankfort, Illinois, rounding out Ron Rose's starting lineup. Rose now in his 8th season at Illinois Wesleyan. 144 and 70 his numbers in Bloomington. For the Redmen, they will start Kevin Sykes Jr., a 6'3 senior out of Tinley Park, Illinois. Reese Hirth getting a start tonight, a 6'2", 170-pound junior out of Morton Grove. Malcolm Kelly, two-time reigning conference player of the week the last 2 weeks for Kelly, a 6-foot senior from right here at Kenosha Ruther. Marlin Sr., 6'5", 195, a senior out of Skokie, Illinois. And Mike Costell, the 6'7 junior out of St. Charles, Illinois, rounding out Bosco Jurkovic's starting lineup. Jurkovic, 487 wins now as a collegiate coach, 292 here at Carthage College. Great atmosphere, great time for a ball game. Still room for you if you're out and about as we're about to tip this one off here tonight. Let's go to Adam King, our PA announcer here at Tarble Arena for our national anthem.
Tonight's starting lineups for today's game between the Illinois Wesleyan Titans with a record of 5-1 in the CCIW and a 15-2 overall record, and your Carthage Redmen with a 4-2 conference mark and an 11-6 overall record. Let's meet the Titans. A 6'3 junior guard out of Paxton, Illinois, number 2, Dylan Overstreet. A 6'3 junior guard out of Chesterfield, Missouri, number 20, Pat Sodeman. A 6'5 senior forward out of Galesburg, Illinois, number 32, Victor Davis. A 6'5 senior forward out of Oswego, Illinois, number 34, Andrew Zimnick. And a 6'8 sophomore center out of Frankfort, Illinois, number 52, Mike Marietti. The head coach for the Titans is Ron Rose. He's assisted by Dave Feeney, Quincy Henderson, Lucas Lopez, and Kelly Winter. Are you ready? And now let's get the starting lineup for your Carthage Redmen. At 4 and a 6'5 senior out of Skokie, Illinois, number 30, Marlin Sr. At guard, a 6'3 senior from Tinley Park, Illinois, number 5, Kevin Sykes Jr. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Kenosha, Wisconsin, wearing number 25, Malcolm Kelly. At center, a 6'7 junior from St. Charles, Illinois, number 40, Mike Costell. And at guard, a 6'2 junior from Morton Grove, Illinois, wearing number 14, Reese Hirth. Your Redmen are coached by Bosco Jurkovic. He's assisted by Steve Jurkovic, Quincy French, Jose Garcia, and John Voinovich.
So there you have it. We're ready to go here tonight. Tom Flynn, Gerald Morrow, and Thad Hilliard, the men on the whistles here tonight. Bosco Jurkovic making yet another fashion statement tonight, folks. Going with the black shirt, black blazer, red pants. And matching red glasses, of course. Illinois Wesleyan in the green jerseys, green shorts, white numerals. Carthage, white jerseys, white shorts, red numerals. Little Tommy Flynn going to toss this one up, and we are ready to go. And the opening tip will be brought down by the Titans. They'll work the ball from right to left as you view it at home. They'll set it up offensively. Carthage in man-to-man to start the ball game. Overstreet will hand it off. Works it inside, backing in, going strong to the basket. Losing it out of bounds was Zimnick. And it will be Titan ball as it was blocked out of there by Mike Costell. Titans will inbound left of the basket. They'll throw it all the way up top. In the hands of Sodeman. Round to Zimnick, back to Sodeman. Hits it to Overstreet, back to Sodeman. Deep three, straight on, hit it. So we talked about with Pat Sodeman. Tell you what, he gets it done. Doesn't take bad shots, that certainly wasn't. He was left alone up top. Drains the three. Marlin Sr. He'll pop for three. He hits! Marlin Sr. off the wing. Got free from Victor Davis that time as the ball deflects out of bounds. Marlin nearly with the steal as it went off of him out of bounds almost into the lap of Quincy French down there, one of the assistant coaches for Carthage. Game tied at 3. We're inside first minute of play. They try and go over the top, broken up by Hirth that time as Zimnick was looking for Marietti underneath. Marietti battling back from off-season knee surgery. Missed 8 games here earlier this season, but slowly working himself back through the starting lineup. Victor Davis with it, back up top. We work the perimeter, Overstreet. Back outside, shot taken that time by Soderman, no good. Rebound, Malcolm Kelly. He'll clear it out to Sykes. Sykes across midcourt. It's going left to right as you view it at home. Hirth had it go through his legs, flags it down at the center circle. Gives it off to Kelly. Man-to-man defense here for the Titans. Senior turning around, facing Davis, now kicks it right corner. Goes to Sykes, dribbles out of the corner, weaves his way back up top, finds Hirth. Hirth traveled with it. One extra move on the ball fake to lose Zimnick, and he dragged the pivot foot and turns it over. Right idea, just didn't hold his spot on the floor. Titans will bring it up from the backcourt, tie game at 3, minute and a half in. Overstreet will hand it off to Soderman to Davis. Davis back to Soderman. At the left elbow, works around the Marietti screen, driving hard, dumps it back. Marietti able to finish. Or excuse me, Marietti. Yep, Marietti on the finish. The sophomore to Frankfurt. 5-3 Titans. 2 minutes in. Sykes will bring it down. Sets it up high on the right wing. Gets it off to Hirth. Zimnick out on him. Hirth will shoot over Zimnick. That rattles off, no good. Marlin Sr. snares the rebound. Will dribble out of traffic, take it right back up top for the Redmen. Carthage has to do. They have to fight for every rebound here tonight. Now Castell works it off to Sykes once again. A lot of banging going on underneath. Now Senior will pull up and hit. Marlin Senior 2 for 2. 5 points. We're tied at 5. Overstreet quickly down. Gives it off to Zimnick, now to Davis. Davis turning, facing on Senior, backing him in now in the paint, turning, got away with a walk. No, he did not. Thad Hilliard called it here on the near side. Traveling on Davis. Tried to do a spin move on the block that time as he was backing down on Marlin Sr. That'll be a battle worth watching tonight. Davis versus Senior. So the turnover gives it back to the Redmen. They'll walk it down, tied at 5. Sykes handling the point. Now fires it inside, looking for Kelly. A little late. Kelly able to flag it down, take it back out, driving left side, dumps it down low to Castell, had it knocked out of his hand. Nice job defensively that time by Soderman to strip Castell on his way up. Back the other way, Overstreet, jump stop through the paint, looking for Marietti, broken up by Senior. The ball deflects into the corner, picked up by Davis. Titans will reload here. Overstreet now on the penetration, cut off by Castell, kicks it back to Davis for 3. Honeycombs out. Rebound Marietti on the right block, lost it out of bounds, tapped out by Hirth. Titans will keep possession. Tough break for Davis on that last 3-point attempt. It rattled and then rolled right off out of the basket. It was halfway down and popped out. Titans will inbound right of their basket. Zimnick will take it back up top to Soderman. Around to Overstreet. Deep 3 off the wing and hits. Sykes late on the defense. He was going to try and slide out up top, help him out. And Overstreet, again, you got to watch him because he doesn't shoot the ball all that much, but when he's open like that, he'll make more than he misses. 8-5 in favor of the Titans. On the drive, Overstreet tangled up with Sykes, and Overstreet with the foul call.
Titans fouls number 2. Overstreet, his first personal foul.
First on Overstreet, first foul of our ball game. Redmond will inbound here in the offensive end. Hirth will toss it into Sykes. 8-5 Illinois Wesleyan. Played just about 4 minutes here in Kenosha. Malcolm Kelly at the right elbow outside the arc. Tried to throw it back to Senior. It was behind him. Tried to save it from going out, and it was an over and back violation on the Redmen. Titans will bring it in play here, leading by 3. Overstreet with the slow dribble. Kelly will step out on him. Works it off to Soderman, guarded by Hirth. Gets a ball screen from Marietti. The return pass to Marietti. Into the corner it goes. Zimnick driving out of the right corner. Tried to get it back to Davis. Was knocked out of bounds. Well, Senior and Costell both there. I think it went off of either player there. Titans will retain possession with 20 on the shot clock. Soderman will trigger the inbound. They'll get it to Zimnick. Now Soderman with it up top. Works it back to Overstreet. Dylan Overstreet to Zimnick. Around to Soderman for three. That's off the heel. High rebound through the hands of Kelly. And then picked right back up by Dylan Overstreet underneath. The ball went straight up in the air as Kelly was going for the rebound and came right back down in the hands of Overstreet. With Kelly out of the picture, just put it right back in cleanly. 10-5, Illinois Wesleyan. Sykes will set it up offensively. Gets it to Hirth. He'll fire for three over Zimnick and hits. Zimnick late getting in front of Hirth that time, able to drain the triple. Pulls his team to within two. 10-8, 5 minutes in. Much better start here tonight for the Redmen. Davis with it, outside the ring. Now to Zimnick, working the right side, down low to Marietti. Back up top to Davis. Around to Soderman, now to Zimnick. Feeds Overstreet, trying to back in on Kelly. Poked out from behind by Kelly and taken away by Sykes. Good strip job that time by Malcolm. Malcolm will pop for three and hits. Malcolm Kelly for the triple. Carthage with the lead. Their first lead of the game, 11-10. Student section in full throat here so far. Zimnick now through the paint, off of Soderman, out of bounds, Carthage ball. Get some substitutions here for the Titans. Eric Dortch, a 6'4 forward. And Mike Mayberger will also come in. Mayberger, a 6'6 forward. And Jordan Nelson also will come in. Nelson, who's been bothered with an ankle injury earlier this year, out there at a guard spot. 11-10 Redmen, taking the lead on a Malcolm Kelly triple. Now Senior high on the right. Back to Kelly. Trying to get a ball screen from Costell. Costell stepping out there, trying to set up on Dortch. Now works it back up to Sykes. 16 to shoot here for the Redmen. Back to Hirth on the left wing. He'll fire for three and hits. Back-to-back triples for Reese Hirth. Jordan Nelson was defending late as they try and get it into Dortch. Broken up by Hirth. Back outside on the drive. They shovel it back to Dortch. Overlaid right side. Ball tipped around in the corner. Marlon Senior picks it up. Great hustle defensively by the Redmen that last possession. Largest lead at 4 here for Carthage. Sykes now will set it up. Kelly over Costell for three. Yes, sir. Malcolm Kelly for the three. They're on their feet early here at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Timeout, Illinois Wesleyan. Carthage on a 9-0 run here. They will open up a 17-10 lead. Carthage 5 of 7 from the floor, 71%, 4 of 5 from behind the arc. Meanwhile, the Titans 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 5 from behind the arc. Hirth with 6, Kelly with 6 for the Redmen, Overstreet with 5, and Soderman with 3 for the Titans. Again, the Augustana men losing at Elmhurst earlier tonight, 83-74, so this Redmen playing for a share of first place here. They can get the victory tonight. Lower bowl is full. They're spilling over into the upper levels here of the Tarble Arena tonight. On the drive, going hard off the glass, whistle in the foul. Jordan Nelson with a nice run up that time from the left side. Able to get the foul. It'll go on Mike Costell. That's his first. First on the Redmen. That'll put Nelson on the line for 2. Just his 13th game back. Suffered an ankle injury earlier this year. 8.3 points per game for Nelson. Drops in the free throw. Bryce Dolan in for the first time tonight, a 6-foot sophomore out of Washington, Illinois. Zimnick also back in as Nelson on the back end of 2 free throws, able to hit. 2 for 2 that trip. Cuts his deficit to 5. 17-12 Redmond. 13-15 left. Now working it up top is Kelly. Malcolm Kelly works it off to Costell. Down low it goes Marlin Sr., able to lay it up and in. Marlin Sr. on a nice feed from Costell. He's got 7. 19-12 Redmond. A slip move that time by Sr. underneath. Nelson ball faking, gets it to Dortch. Dortch now backing down on Sr., kicks it over to Zimnick. Right corner 3 on the way, hit the back iron. Rebound Sykes. Sykes will clear it out. Sykes between the circles around the Costell screen, gives it to Marlin Sr. Marlin now will settle it down, gets it to Kelly. 20 to shoot here. Kelly high on the left wing, gave up the dribble, needs some help. Fires it clear across the court to Sykes on the right wing. Sykes bounce feed to Sr. at the elbow, now driving in right side, going hard, lost it. Costell able to flag it down, trying to go back up with it, had it stripped by Dortch. Ball still loose, and now it's picked up by the Titans. Back the other way comes Illinois Wesleyan. Mayberger with it. Back to Dortch up top, they'll reload. Bryce Dolan will handle it. Another guy you got to keep an eye on here. 33 of 56 for threes on the year for Dolan. They get in the right corner. Off balance shot off the heel by Mayberger. The rebound pulled in by Hirth. 7-point Redmond lead as Carthage will bring it down. 11:40 to play in the half. Now Marlin will work it off to Kevin Sykes. Sykes back to Costell for 3. That one is well short. Dortch with the easy rebound. Dortch will take it down on the dribble. Eric Dortch all the way to the free throw line. Kicks it back out. Down to Zimnick. Back to Mayberger. Mayberger up top. Gets it back into the hands of Jordan Nelson. Nelson around Sykes and Sr. Inside to Dortch. Back out to Zimnick for 3. Back heel, no. That's 2 wide open threes Zimnick has missed here early on. Carthage will settle it down. 10:55 to play, first half. A 7-point Redmond lead as Kelly will walk it across midcourt. Malcolm Kelly, back-to-back Player of the Week honors. 24 the other night against Elmhurst. Head shoulder fake, the little jab step around Dortch. Hits another 3. Malcolm Kelly 3 for 3 from behind the arc. 9 on the night, the lead to 10. Mayberger trying to get past Hirth. Gives it back to Dortch through his hands. Zimnick picks it up, reversing right around to Nelson. Pulls up, free throw line jumper good. Jordan Nelson, a little pull-up jumper. Makes it an 8-point game. Sykes now will handle the point here for the Redmond. That's what's so nice about the Carthage of late. With Kelly coming back now, they've got 3 guards that can handle the basketball. Kelly, Sykes, and of course Dante Logan. Now Marlin Sr. with it. Penetrates, drives, nice shovel pass right side. 2-hand flush. Women and children look out. Mike Costell just slammed that one home. 24-14 on the 2-hand flush by Costell. Now Mayberger with it, high on the right wing. Takes the dribble up top circle, around to Zimnick. Gives it off to Dolan. Dolan, fadeaway 3, that's no good. Rebound Marlin Sr. Carthage will bring it down, leading by 10, 9:20 to play in the half. Sykes works around the senior screen, flips up the shot, no good. Rebound Zimnick. That one from just inside the right elbow that time. Dolan dribbled it out of bounds. No, Malcolm Kelly tried to go for the steal, pinned it on the floor. Out of bounds to the Titans. Dante Logan and Cameron Van Wyk will check in for the Redmond, replacing Kevin Sykes and Mike Costell. Sean Valentine will also come in. Valentine is going to replace Reese Hirth. And you get Dylan Overstreet. And Carthage will take a timeout here to get things settled down. 9:05 to play in the first half. Carthage leading here by 10. It'll be a full timeout, but we will keep it here. Scott DeLabio, we'll just keep it right here. We'll let you know Carthage leading by 10, shooting 64% here in the first half, 9 of 14. Meanwhile, Illinois Wesleyan 5 of 13, 38%. Redmond blistering the three-point line at a 6 for 9 clip, while Illinois Wesleyan 2 for 8. Carthage out rebounding the Titans 8-5 thus far, and each team with 3 turnovers. Malcolm Kelly with 9 to lead the way for the Redmen. And it's Dylan Overstreet with 5. Overstreet perfect from the floor so far for his 5 points. So as we mentioned, one final in the books. Elmhurst defeating Augustana tonight, 83-74. Augustana now at 5-2 in the conference. That's back-to-back wins now for Elmhurst. They're now 4-3 in the league. So we'll get things set here as Illinois Wesleyan will inbound. Just over 9 minutes to go here in our first half. Carthage leading by 10. Nick Anderson in there now for the Titans. His first appearance of the ball game. Anderson's a 6'10 forward. Spinning in the paint over Van Wyck, missing. Ball loose. Valentin able to gobble up the rebound for Carthage. He'll give it off to Dante Logan. It'll be Logan, Kelly, Valentin, Senior, and Van Wyck. Nice touch pass to Van Wyck. Missed the shot. Tap up again, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Victor Davis. Kind of a nonchalant one hand off the backboard that time by Van Wyck as they get the penetration by Dylan Overstreet. Got to watch that here tonight. Can't allow Overstreet to drive all the way to the rim. Overstreet now with 7 first half points. Carthage by 8, 24-16, 8:15 to play. Senior driving in right side, going glass, missing. Ball loose in the corner. It goes off of Van Wyck, and it will be Illinois Wesleyan ball. It's Marlin Senior slow to get up, now back on his feet. Walking it off. Overstreet will bring it across. Gets into the hands of Soderman. Soderman now on the drive to the basket, laid it short, ball punched out, picked up by Van Wyck. He'll wait for traffic to clear, hands it off to Logan across midcourt. Dante Logan now, bounce feed to Kelly. Kelly backing in on the right block, kicks it back out to Logan. Try to go back underneath to Van Wyck, and he threw it away. Van Wyck cutting through the lane left to right that time, looking for the Logan pass. It was too hot through his hands. Turnover Redmond, their 5th. Three-pointer on the way. That one's no good. Rebound, Victor Davis underneath left side. Goes right side, lays it off the glass and in. And just like that, the Titans back to within 6. Logan will walk it across. Dante now working the dribble, middle of the floor. Works it off to Kelly on the right wing. Kelly gets around Soderman. The help out by Victor Davis. Cut off at the baseline. Kicks it out to Senior. Now left side, Valentin. Valentin back to Senior for 3. Got it. Marlin Senior just as hot. 2 for 2 from three-point range. 4 out of 6 from the floor. 27-18. Senior in double digits with 10. Now Davis turning, facing the basket on the wing. In the paint, cut off, turnaround shot over Senior, curls off, rebound Kelly. He'll give it up to Logan. 27-18, Redmond, 6:40 to play. Logan back to Senior for 3, got it! Marlin Senior for 3 off the left wing over Davis. Lead to 12. Davis now on the left block, backing in on Senior. Gets the return pass now, whips it into the corner, near side. Soderman back up top to Jordan Nelson. Back to Soderman. Now inside it goes. Van Wyck defending hard on the play, able to deny Nick Anderson. They let him play underneath that time. Back the other way. Valentin going strong to the basket, drew the foul. Marietti will check back in now for the Titans. That foul. Jordan Nelson picking up the foul, his first, just the second foul on the Titans. Sean Valentin will go to the free throw line for the Redmen. Valentin plays about 9 minutes a game. Drops that one in. Zimnick will come in. along with Mayberger and Marietti. Reese Hirth will check in, and the freshman Scott McNellis in for Carthage as Kelly will sit down. And the second free throw in for Sean Valentine. 14-point Redmond lead, 32-18, 6 minutes to go in the half. Overstreet will handle it in front of Logan. Now picked up the dribble. Gets it to Marietti up top. Back to Overstreet. Inside it goes Zimnick. Zimnick likes to post up there, turning, going over Hurt, and hits. Reese Hirth tried to defend him. Zimnick posted him down low on the right side. And Zimnick gets his first points of the game. 32-20, Redmond by 12, 5:35 to play. Valentine up top to McNellis, around to Logan on the left elbow. Now between the circles to Hirth. Hirth on the penetration, floats in the paint, and we got a whistle, offensive foul. Hirth out of control as he drove the lane that time. Taking the charge was Michael Mayberger. Good position defensively that time to take the charge. So the Titans will bring it up, trailing by 12 here. Overstreet lost the dribble. It's on the floor. Still able to maintain possession, though, as he gets it off to Soderman now on the right wing. Back to Mayberger. Drives, flips one up and hits. A little soft floater that time by Mayberger, skipping through the lane that time. Mayberger, his first two of the night. 10-point game, 32-22, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Logan to Valentine, far corner. Now back to Logan. Logan now works the dribble. Back to Hirth. Hirth on the right wing for three. Got it! We'll add one more as Hirth was fouled. Hitting that three-pointer. Tom Flynn with the foul call will count the basket. We'll add a fourth here for Hirth. Foul will go on Soderman. Hirth hoisted that one up. Soderman flashing at him. Got into him with the body that time, and Hirth for one of those rare 4-point plays at the line. And the free throw clanks off, no good. Rebound Marietti. 35-22 Redmond here. We approach 4:35 remaining in our first half. Crowd of nearly 2,000 here tonight. Largest crowd of the season for this one. Zimnick now backing down on the right block with Valentine. Turns, goes over Valentine, curls off, no good. Valentine battling for the board. Zimnick got it back with one hand as Costell fought him off, and Costell picks up the foul, his second. Two on Mike Costell, that's three on the Redmond. Titans will inbound right of the basket. Cameron Van Wyck's going to check in now for Mike Costell. So Van Wyck back in. As Overstreet will inbound. Gets it right into Mayberger, camped out on the left block. Easy catch and lay-in. Mayberger with 4. 35-24. Hirth behind the back pass to Van Wyck, driving left side off the glass and in. A nice little nifty move by Hirth that time to find Van Wyck on the move toward the basket, left to right. Van Wyck, his first points tonight. 37-24 Redmond. Under 4 minutes to go here in the half. Overstreet dribble penetration, gets to the paint. We got a reach foul. Dante Logan coming over the top, dropping the hammer on Overstreet that time. Logan, his first, 4th team foul on the Redmond. Titans will inbound left to the basket. Overstreet gets it right in, easy to Marietti. Same play, Marietti wide open on the block. That'll royal Bosco a little bit. That'll get Malcolm Kelly into the game, next dead ball. 3:35 to play, 37-26 Redmond. It's too easy inbound looks, too easy. As Hirth saved it from going out and threw it off of Soderman out of bounds. Very close by Hirth. It looked like Hirth was tiptoeing that end line right in front of Thad Hilliard and threw it off of Soderman, and it goes out of bounds off of Soderman. Carthage saves the possession there. Heads up play by Reese Hirth. They get it to McNellis, shooting on the run. That crawls off the rim, no good. Van Wyk tipped it to himself. Back to Kelly for three, rattled out, no. Logan with the tip out, and it will be Titan balls. It was tipped out of bounds in front of the Titan bench. So Kelly, his first miss tonight. 37-26, 3:10 to go here in the half. Nice screen by Zimnick, freeing up Overstreet, able to dribble, penetrate, and lay it up and in. Got to call out those screens as Zimnick stepped all the way up, dropped his shoulder into Logan, and Logan had to stagger his way off of that close contact with Overstreet. Overstreet now with 9. Sneaky good. Right at his season average of 9 points per game. McNellis now high in the left wing, gives it off to Hurth. Back to Logan, feeds Kelly. Kelly backing down right side, gets double teamed by Overstreet and Soderman, kicks it back out to Logan. Logan will drive the lane, lay it up and in. That's the idea of your double team, that leaves somebody else open. That left Logan open at the top of the circle and drove it right down the paint. 39-28. Now Overstreet, again dribble penetration, threw it up short, rebound, tipped back out into the hands of Soderman, back to Overstreet. Gets around Logan, now it was bumped loose, picked up by Zimnick in the corner, back to Soderman. He'll pop for three and hits. Boy, a skittish set that time offensively by the Titans, and a timeout taken by Bosco here. Not happy at all with the way Van Wyk played that defensively. So a 30-second timeout by Bosco here with 1:56 remaining in our first half. Carthage leading by 8, 39-31. They led by as many as 14 here in this first half. If you're just joining us, the Lady Reds knocked off the Titans earlier tonight, 90-83. So Tim Bernero's Lady Red squad perfect through the first 7 games of conference play, alone in first place at 7-0. 33 by Kuzmanik, 28 by Michelle Wenzel. Marlin Sr. back in there now for the Redmen. Senior, Van Wyk, Logan, Kelly, and Hurth. Bryce Dolan back out there now for the Titans, replacing Overstreet. Logan working on Dolan, gives it off to Senior on the right wing. Shoots over Zimnick and hits. Now Zimnick gave him a little bit of space and Senior shot over him. Marlin with 13 tonight. 41-31. Carthage blistering the nets at 60% here. Oh, Nelson with a shot. That one's no good. Curls off. Rebound Victor Davis. Got it on the right block. Put it right back up and in. Victor Davis with the stick back. He has 4. 41-33. Redmond by 8 here. Senior now to Hurth, top of the circle. Had it stripped out of his hand. Zimnick with the steal that time. Off to Dolan, lobs it down to Soderman. On the trail, Zimnick overlaid. Ball tipped back out, flagged down by Dolan once again. 3 ball on the way, good by Soderman. 5-point game now with under a minute left in the first half. Carthage now, big possession here. Want to get some points here. Marlin Sr. back to Hurth, missing. But right there is Van Wyk, low right with the stick back. Bumps the lead back out to 7 here. Titans will take it across midcourt. They can play it for 1. 1 second differential, game clock, shot clock. See if they pull it back out here. They do with Bryce Dolan. 18 on the game clock. Clock down to 13, now at 12. Dolan, one-on-one with Logan. Got some space away from Logan, flips it back up. Victor Davis fakes it, got Van Wyk off his feet, fires for 3, missing. Rebound, Marlin Sr., and what do we got? Travel here with 1/10 of a second left. Marlin was going to try and shoot it from three-quarter court, pulled it back down, and a little crow hop with it forced the turnover. Now there's 1/10 of a second left. Can't be any time left for shooting. They'll put, ooh, wow. No way, they're going to put 1 full second on the clock. No, there was less than 1 second when Marlin tried to heave that one up. No way, Gerald Morrow with a bad look there. Not buying that one. There was less than a second left when Marlin was hoisting that one up. Big break here for the Titans. 1 full second on the clock, so there is time for a catch and shoot here. Nelson will inbound right of the basket. And then what do we got? Got a foul away from the play before the ball was inbounded. That's the 5th foul on the Redmen. 2nd on Hurth. So once again, they will inbound. Overstreet will get it in, this time to Nelson at the horn. It comes up short. And our first half comes to an end. The Redmen with a 7-point halftime lead. It's Carthage 43, Illinois Wesleyan 36. We'll pause and take a 2-minute break. Back with our halftime right after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Starting 5 out there for the Redmen: Sykes, Hurth, Costell, Kelly, and Senior. Overstreet, Soderman, Davis, Zimnick, and Marietti out there for the Titans. Carthage will inbound to start our second half. They'll work it right to left as you view the video at home, and we are underway second half here in Kenosha. Sykes with it, works it off to Senior. Marlin Senior, left side it goes to Kelly. Kelly now up top to Costell. Costell thought about it, reloads, passes it back out to Sykes. Overstreet working on Sykes here with 12 on the shot clock. Gets it back to Hurth. Catch and release 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebound snared by Soderman. Titans will bring it down. Overstreet. Cross midcourt, guarded by Kelly. Overstreet. Bounce feed into Zimnick. Got held up by Sykes, and they're going to call the foul on Kevin Sykes. Looked like he tied up the ball first. They call the foul. Tom Flynn on the call underneath. The foul on Sykes that time. Got the body into Zimnick that time. Overstreet with it now high in the left wing to Davis, left of the free throw line. Back to Overstreet, around to Soderman. To Zimnick, back to Davis. Free throw line jumper good. Just to the right. Right side of the free throw line that time for Davis. Davis with 6 points. 5-point ball game, 43-38. Minute gone by here in our second half. Kelly with it, top of the circle. Guarded by Soderman, feeds to the wing now to Senior. Senior now in the paint, leans in, gives it to Costell. Costell backing in on Marietti, got bumped, lost it, picked up by Senior. He was bumped by Soderman, no call. Kicks it out left side to Sykes. Sykes driving in left side. Teardrop floats and crawls over the rim. Sykes a little right hand teardrop, hung on that rim and finally fell through the net. 45-38. Overstreet with it high in the left wing, got past Kelly. Penetrates, going hard off the glass, couldn't get the spin. Costell with the rebound for the Redmen. He'll hand it off to Sykes, he'll walk it up. Sykes sets up shop on the right wing. Gives it back to Senior. Fake the pass left side, has it between the circles, back to the right now to Sykes. Into the right corner to Kelly. Kelly had it knocked out of his hands by Soderman. Carthage will keep possession, 12 on the shot clock. 2 minutes in here to our second half, 45-38, Redmen lead. Going for the doubleheader sweep tonight before more than 2,000 here at the Tarble Arena. Sykes now to Kelly with 7 on the shot clock. Kelly around the Senior screen, jump stop, left side, leans in left hand and good. Malcolm Kelly going left, using the left hand that time to finger roll it in. Malcolm in double figures now, 13 points tonight. 47-38. Zimnick backing down on Sykes, kicks it back out to Davis. Ball fakes. Senior steps out on him, gives it back to Soderman. Around the left side to Overstreet. Driving, got the screen by Zimnick, lays it up and in. Beautiful ball screen that time by Zimnick to step out on the left block. That cleared space for Overstreet. He's got 11 here. All of them most of them I should say, on the dribble drive. Overstreet has hit 1 3-pointer tonight. Hurth up top to Senior. Ball fakes, got Davis off the floor. Now pulls in for the short shot underneath. Picked up by Kelly though. Kelly now driving in from the right side. Got around 2 defenders, laid it short. Costell had it, was poked out from behind. Davis poked it away from Castell that time as Kelly checking everything out, getting back to his feet here. 11 on the shot clock for the Redmen here as Sykes will toss it in right side. Up top to Castell. Needs somebody to come out and help him. Finds Sykes. Sykes with 6, now with 5. Castell will set the ball screen. Gets it back over to Senior. Senior with 1 second on the clock. Got the foul. Ooh, a bailout there. Thad Hilliard. So there was contact with Senior leaning in on Victor Davis. Davis will be called for the foul. 1 second showing on that shot clock, and Senior was fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Break there for the Redmen. Senior can't convert as he misses on the front end. Marlin's first trip to the line here tonight. He is 0 for 1. One more on the way, and that one is good. Lead back out to 8, 48-40. 16:45 to play here in the ball game. Overstreet across midcourt, guarded by Kelly. Looks for Davis. Davis guarded hard by Senior. And they try and get it into Davis. It's stolen away by Kelly. Good read by Kelly coming over the left side. Nearly lost the dribble. Now settles it down. He'll hand it back to Sykes. Job by Kelly that time using the left-hand poke out. Hurth for 3 off the left wing. That rattled out no good. Rebound goes to Marietti. Stepped in front of Castell that time to snare that loose ball. Now on the drive, Soderman flipped it up off balance. Missing. Rebound Castell as Davis tripped over him, and he'll hand it off to Sykes. Another defensive board from Mike Castell. Now Hurth, left wing, gives it to Kelly. Turnaround jump shot. That's good. All in one motion, a turnaround jumper by Kelly over Soderman. Kelly with 15 now. Lead back to 10. Under 16 minutes to go here in the contest. Davis works it to Zimnick. Back up top, Soderman gets a screen from Victor Davis, knocking Hurth to the floor. Now Davis gets it back left side. Pushed off on Hurth, knocked on the floor, offensive foul. You can see that one coming. Hurth took the first shove, staggered, got his feet planted again. Davis again, as he was backing down, used the left hand to wipe him away and threw Hurth to the floor. Offensive foul on Davis, his second. Jordan Nelson will check in now, as will Dortch. Carthage will bring it up, leading by 10. Sykes trying to roll it into Senior in the corner, lost the dribble. It's loose on the floor, stolen away by the Titans. And timeout taken by Illinois Wesleyan. Ron Rose takes the timeout here. And what do we got? A 30-second timeout. 15-17 remaining, 50-40, Redmen with the lead. Carthage still shooting at a pretty good clip, 55% from the floor. Carthage at 19-34. Illinois Wesleyan 45%, 17-37. Redmen at +2 on the glass, out rebounding the Titans 19-17. 15 for Marlin Senior. 16 for Senior, 13 for Malcolm Kelly. Dylan Overstreet with 11. North Park pulling away from Milliken late in the first half, 30-17 Vikings. Halftime down at Wheaton, 25-24, Thunder over North Central. Elmhurst upset Augustana today, 83-74 in Elmhurst today. So Augustana slipping to 5-2 in conference. Dortch with it now, off to Mayberger on the left wing. Back to Dortch, back around to Nelson for 3. That crawls off the rim, rebound Mike Castell. Gives it off to Kelly. Almost 3.5 minutes gone by without a field goal here for Illinois Wesleyan. Now Senior with it. Again having trouble with the dribble. Now backing down on Dortch, gets him in the paint, trying to make his move to the basket, was stripped. Ball loose in the paint, picked up by Overstreet. Gets it off to Mayberger down the right wing. To Davis, who lays it up and in. Davis that time, trailing the play on a nice feed. Able to lay it up and in. Trims it to 8. 50-42. Kelly driving in left side. Jump stop in the paint, flipped it up with the left hand, got his own rebound back. Now he's tied up, takes the timeout. A lot of body contact. Officials letting them play here. Carthage will take the timeout to save possession. And what do we have, a 30 or a full here? It'll be a full, we'll break as well. 14-17 to play. Redmond 50, Illinois Wesleyan 42. Back after this on 1050 WLIP. Redmond set to inbound here as play resumes following the Carthage timeout. Sykes, Castell, Kelly, Senior, and Hirth out there, the starting five. Overstreet, Nelson, Mayberger, Dortch, and Davis out there for the Titans. Kelly got away with an offensive foul there as he goes hard to the basket, couldn't finish. He was backing in on the right block. Trying to take the charge that time was Mayberger, and Davis charged with the foul as Kelly cleared himself and got to the basket. It easily could have been an offensive foul on Malcolm Kelly. They'll put Kelly on the line here for two. Big break there for the Redmen. So Malcolm Kelly to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And he misses on the front end. Too hard off the heel that time. Kelly with 15 points. Zimnick will check in now, replacing Victor Davis for the Titans. Zimnick will take his spot on the right block next to Marlin Senior. Kelly with one more free throw. That one is short, missed them both, and Overstreet able to jump inside, cut Kelly off to get the rebound. 50-42, Redmond by 8, 6 minutes into our second half. Dortch back to Overstreet. Raising up, now dumps it down low, right block Zimnick, backing down on Senior. Double team by Castell, missed the shot, got his own rebound, second effort, finds the basket. Zimnick hung with it that time, fought through the double team, missing on the first attempt as Castell and Senior shut him off, but got his own miss and was able to stick it off the glass and down. Zimnick with 4. 50-44, Kelly deep three. That one's good. Malcolm Kelly, deep three, left wing over Jordan Nelson. 18 tonight for Kelly. Mayberger, middle of the floor, back over to Overstreet for 3. That's an air ball. Castell will snare it down. Gives it back to Kelly. Kelly will bring it up. And they'll get the student section chanting here. Now Sykes will set it up between the circles. Gives it off to Kelly. Spin move around Jordan Nelson. Tried to lean in with the left hand. Was going to try and feed Castell, and it was broken up by Mayberger inside. Nice job defensively by Mayberger to get a hand in the passing lane. Mayberger with it now. Hands it off to Nelson. Inside it goes Zimnick. Backing down on Senior on the block. Left side, Zimnick. Back up top, Mayberger for a triple. That crawls off no good. Castell able to tip it to Senior. Good job by Castell to get in front of Dortch that time and shield him off. 12 and a half minutes to go here in the ball game. 53-44, Redmond with the lead. Sykes now off to Kelly. Kelly will pop for 3 again. That one crawls off no. Well, it looked clean going up. Just tapped the rim and fell off. Jordan Nelson will fire up. That one is short. Sykes with the rebound. He'll push it up the floor. Has Kelly on his right. Gets it to Kelly in the right corner. Malcolm will back it out now. Back to Sykes. We approach 12 minutes to play, and the Redmen leading here by 9. Hirth behind the back dribble, backs it off on the wing. 10 on the shot clock. Kelly now with 8, with 7. Malcolm with a crossover dribble. Slides off to his left. Leans in. Shot clock going down, and that's an air ball or shot clock violation, whatever you want to call there. Not much movement away from the ball that time by the Redmen as Dante Logan and Cameron Van Wyk will check in as Kelly and Castell will come out. Titans will bring it in, chasing 9. 11:35 to go. Soderman back in now. Fell down on the dribble. Gets it back up top into the hands of Bryce Dolan. To Zimnick, to Dolan, into the corner. Soderman driving left side, goes up over Van Wyk and draws the foul. Van Wyk did everything correctly there except he left his feet. If he would have just stayed planted there, maybe a half step more to his right underneath the basket on the left block, would have taken a charge there, but because he left his feet and made contact, easy foul call. So put Soderman on the free throw line. His first trip there tonight. He has 9 points, and he'll remain at 9. Soderman. Again, watching film on this team, he doesn't take bad shots for a guy who doesn't score all that much, averaging 10 points a game, but again, his shots are usually pretty clutch, and they're pretty open. Makes the second 53-45. Marlin Sr. now working on Zimnick. Backing down, we got a hold on Zimnick, that time on a hand check. A lot of contact there between Zimnick and Sr. They'll call Zimnick for the foul, and that's his first. Fourth on the Titans here in the half. Carthage will get a fresh 35 and inbound right of the basket. Logan up top to Sr. He'll pop quickly for the three. That one's way off, and the rebound, Victor Davis. He'll clear it out. He'll hand it off to his point guard, Bryce Dolan. 53-45, an 8-point Redmond lead. Dolan now works it inside. Zimnick turning around, going over Senior. Couldn't get it to fall. Tried to spin it through that time, and Hurth able to clear the rebound for the Redmen. Carthage out rebounding Illinois Wesleyan, 25-22 thus far. Logan, nowhere to go, gave up the dribble, found Marlin Senior high in the left wing. Senior now driving on Zimnick, dumps it down low right side to Van Wyk, able to lay it up and in. Nice set of eyes that time by Senior. Drew the double team. Titans will take the timeout. Ron Rose is still mad over a foul call here. He's arguing with Gerald Morrow. And not liking that last foul call for whatever reason. He's having a very animated conversation here, and officials letting him talk it out. But a timeout taken by Illinois Wesleyan, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. A 55-45, 10-point Redmond lead. Redmond getting 16 each from Kelly and Senior tonight. Overstreet with 11, Soderman with 10 for the Titans. Again, the Redmond home here on Wednesday night. Hope to see you out here in person. Midweek game here at the Tarble Arena as the Redmen will entertain North Park. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off here at the Tarble Arena. We'll kick things off on the radio side at 6:40 with our pregame show right here on 1050 WLIP and along the stream at WLIP.com. Don't forget, Friday morning, 6:20, Bosko Jurikovic on with Bill Lawrence and the wake-up call. Every Friday morning at 6:20. Every Thursday morning at 6:20, it's Tim Bernero with Bill Lawrence. You never know what they're going to talk about. You just never know with Bill Lawrence. We'll squeak in some basketball, but sometimes they'll talk about some nostalgic TV or something like that. Bosko's into some of the old stuff. Andy Griffith, to be specific. 55-45. Titans will bring it down, chasing 10. Dolan to Soderman, guarded by Hurth. Soderman gets it back to Dolan, raising up, dumps it down low on the block, left side. Davis backing down on Van Wyk, kicks it back out to Soderman. He'll penetrate to the free throw line, back to Dolan. Dolan, little floater with the right hand, hits off the rim. We got a whistle and a foul, and we've got Zimnick trying to flash through there, and they'll call him for the shove. Zimnick, that's his second, the 5th on the Titans. Halftime in Chicago, North Park leading Milliken 41-26. Midway through the second half, North Central has come back to take a 2-point lead on Wheaton, 34-32. Here the Redmen lead by 10 with the ball, under 10 minutes to go. Sykes with it, out near the middle of the floor, works it off right wing to Hurth. Now to Senior, guarded by Zimnick. Left wing it goes, Logan. Van Wyk stepping out, gets the pass. Free throw line jumper, that curls out no good. Hurth tried to tip it to himself, but Soderman able to come away with it. On the floor, Dolan to Zimnick. Back into the corner, Dolan for three. That's good. Three-pointer out of the corner, far side for Bryce Dolan. Dolan, his first points tonight. Again, you can't give up on him either. He's a very good shooter. He's now 34 out of 57 from three-point range. Logan had it stripped. It's loose on the floor. We got a tie-up, held ball, possession arrow to the Titans. Logan was backing down, had it poked out by Bryce Dolan, then tried to regain it. Lost it, fell on top of it, and Dolan immediately tied him up. So a 7-point ball game here with exactly 9 minutes to play. Big possession here for the Titans as Malcolm Kelly will check in for the Redmen. He'll come in for Reese Hurth. Well, token pressure in the backcourt here by the Redmen as Tom Flynn gets everybody set. Dolan with it. Logan will pick him up now at midcourt. Across the stripe, Dolan on the dribble. Try to get it inside to Zimnick. It's broken up by Senior. Zimnick picks it up on the wing. Gets it over to Brady Zimmer. First appearance of the game here for Zimmer. Now to Bryce Dolan again. Zigzags his way around left side. Finds Victor Davis right block. Lays it up and in. That was all set up again by dribble penetration by Bryce Dolan. Able to dodge and weave his way through. And it's a 5-point game. 55-50. 8:20 to go. Kelly had it. Lost it. Got it back. Soderman bothering him there. Now Logan on the left wing. Gets it back to Sykes, pops for three. That one's short. Davis pushing Van Wyk out of the way, and the foul called. No question there. Van Wyk was planted underneath, and Davis with a two-hand shove-a-voo, throwing Van Wyk out of the way. Davis, his fourth. Eric Dortch will replace Davis. Carthage will regain possession here with a fresh 35 with just over 8 minutes to play. No question about that one. Davis just two-hand back shove that time. Logan through the paint, lost it, was fouled. Titans thought it was a clean strip, but Thad Hilliard underneath called it a hack. And it'll go on Dolan. That's his first. That will put Dante Logan on the free throw line. Logan, 1 field goal tonight, 3 assists. His first trip to the line. Logan able to drop in the free throw. Makes it a 2-possession game. Chance to make it a 3-possession game with this one. On the way and good. Lead back to 7. 57-50 with just over 8 minutes to go. Full court press put on here by the Redmen. Now Dolan with it in the backcourt. Trying to get past Logan. Beats him across the timeline. Now into Dortch. Chest to chest with Castell. Dortch got around Castell and they'll call Castell with the knee. Got the shove that time on Dortch penetrating. Castell picking up the foul, his third. Substitution here as they will get Dylan Overstreet back in. Brady Zimmer. Just a few minutes of play here. The senior out of Delavan, Illinois. Because of injury, and Zimnick open in the corner for 3. He'll drop that one in. Zimnick makes it a 4-point game. Just his second field goal tonight. He has 7 for Zimnick. 57-53, 4-point game. Kelly with it high on the left wing. Works it off to Castell. Castell, foul. Had both Soderman and Dortch right there, and the foul's going to go on Dortch. His first. That's the 8th team foul, so the Redmen now in the bonus here, and they'll put Mike Castell on the line shooting the 1-and-1. Castell tonight, very pedestrian ball game. 2 points, 6 rebounds. He will get to the free throw line here. And missed on the front end. Dortch with the rebound. 4-point game here with 7:20 to play. Well, Dylan Overstreet gives it off to Dortch again. Working on Castell. Leans in and couldn't get the roll, but drew the foul. And that's 4 on Mike Castell. Tell you what, give Titans recognition there. Give them credit for recognizing Castell on the floor with 3 fouls. Now we'll leave with 4. That'll put Van Wyck back in the ball game here for the Redmen or McNellis. Let's see what we got down there in the scores table. First, we'll get a free throw attempt here by Eric Dortch. Dortch missing badly on the front end. Hirth will check in, and Van Wyck also checking in, as Castell will sit down with 4 fouls. Sykes will also exit here. Dortch with 1 more free throw. And made the second. Not a very confident look, but it got down. 57-54, 3-point game here with under 7 minutes to play. Titans have clawed their way back here. Chasing double digits here in the second half. They've made it a 3-point game. Carthage needing some movement offensively. There you go. Kelly underneath the Van Wyck with the layup. Cameron Van Wyck with 8 points. And a nice feed from Kelly. Zimnick now backing down on Marlin Sr. Gets help out from Van Wyck. They kick it around right side. Soderman inside to Dortch. Dortch missed the shot, got his own rebound, and was fouled. Marlin Sr., I believe, with the foul. Nope, going to go on Malcolm Kelly. His first on Malcolm, 5th on the Redmen. They'll put Dortch back at the line where he is 1 for 2 tonight. Dortch averaging about 15 minutes a game, missing on that free throw attempt. Coming into the game was 60% from the line, but he is 1 for 3 thus far. Second one, that's no good. But the rebound, Zimnick, he goes back up, missing. Marlin Sr. with it, and he was fouled. Had both Dortch and Zimnick there, and the foul's going to go on Zimnick. Zimnick picking up his 3rd. All 3 fouls coming here in the second half. 9th team foul on the Titans, and the Redmen back at the line shooting the 1-and-1. This time it'll be Marlin Sr. Senior 1 for 2 from the stripe. He has 16 points tonight. Free throw on the way, good. Just 2 points here in the second half for Marlin Sr. He needs to step it up here down the stretch. Good job by the Titans. Bottle him up here in the second half. Makes the second free throw as well. And we got Thad Hilliard on a wardrobe check here on Reese Hirth. We got blood on the jersey here of Hirth, it looks like. So they're going to stop play here while they take care of that. 6:28 to go, 61-54. Redmen in front. A key battle for first place here with Augustana already losing, dropping to 5-2. The Redmen 4-2, the Titans 5-1. Now they'll allow the teams to huddle up here while they get Hirth taken care of with some blood on the left part of his jersey. Titans will inbound full length here. Three-possession game here with 6:28 to go. Decent crowd here tonight, the best one of the year. Just under 2,100 here tonight at the Tarble Arena. Overstreet to Davis, back to Zimnick for 3, right side, good. Zimnick with 10 now. He had 7, going to 10. 61-57, 4-point game. Now Hirth curling around on the right wing. Off the feed from Logan, now driving. Got a screen from Van Wyck, he'll lay it up and in. Nice job by Van Wyck to screen out Soderman. Could not come down and help out. Hirth on the drive, he has 11. 63-57. Bryce Dolan with it, top of the circle. To Soderman for 3. That was way off. Karams, though, right into the hands of Davis. Davis trying to dribble out of trouble, got down to one knee, kept the ball alive, though, but tried to tip it down to Zimnick, and it was taken away by Senior. Clutch turnover there. It's just the 6th turnover by the Titans here tonight. Carthage Brings it down, 5:20 to go. Logan on the right wing, feeds Kelly in the right corner. Kelly being hand checked to death. Knocked the player down again, got away with it, and Kelly fires for the three. Soderman was defending him hard, and Kelly again dropped a shoulder into him. They let it go. Second time tonight, Kelly's gotten away with that one. 66-57. Overstreet on the drive. Kick out to Dolan for three. That one off the front of the rim, no, goes out of bounds, and it went off of Marlin Sr. He was battling inside with Victor Davis. It goes off of Senior's shoulder. Jordan Nelson will come in, replacing Bryce Dolan here for the Titans. 4:49 to play, 66-57 Redmond. Davis now on the wing, up top to Nelson. Around to Soderman, back to Davis at the free throw line. He is immediately triple teamed, back out to Nelson for three, and he hits. Mistake there. You got to defend. You dropped down that second defender, and that turned out to be a triple team, and that left Jordan Nelson open, and he drains the triple. Nelson with 7. 6-point Redmond lead. Hurth now to Senior, top of the circle. Back to Hurth on the left wing. He'll back the dribble out front court. Now driving. Hurth pulls up on Nelson and hits. Little jab step drive that time on Jordan Nelson. He lost him just inside the left elbow. And Kelly with a pick-me. He'll take the steal. Kelly down the floor, was hammered to the floor, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Bosco screaming for an intentional foul, but not going to get one as Overstreet will get the foul. That's the 10th foul, so here on out, the Redmond shooting 2 from the line for every Titan foul. Malcolm Kelly collects himself and gets to the free throw line here. Kelly with 21 tonight. Drops in the free throw. Zimmer back in now. Did not play in the first half. Back for his second appearance here in the second half. Kelly with 24 in the loss to Elmhurst on Wednesday, 23 tonight. With 4 minutes and change remaining, it's a 10-point Redmond lead, 70-60. Fourth-ranked team in the nation on the ropes here. And on the drive, Dylan Overstreet going body hunting that time on Malcolm Kelly, got the call. Kelly his second. 6th team foul, so that's the last one. Next one will put the Titans on the line, shooting the 1-and-1. They will inbound left of the basket. Overstreet into Zimmer. Zimmer now on the drive, in the paint, lays it up and in. Van Wyk backed off at the last second. That gave Zimmer a clear look as Carthage nearly turned it over in the backcourt. Logan able to dribble out of trouble. He'll take it across. As Overstreet will guard him now. 8-point Redmond lead, 3:35 to play. Hurth thought about the three, reloads, leans in, now will fire, and that one skips off, no good. Davis with the rebound left side. Now to Zimmer, Zimmer streaking in right side, laid it short, but was fouled by Reese Hurth. Now put Zimmer on the free throw line for a pair.
Number 14, Reese Hurth, his third personal foul.
80 Zimmer, just his 10th ball game this year, averaging about 7 minutes a game. He will get to the free throw line after a timeout by the Redmond. Timeout Carthage. And what do we have, a 30 or a full? Full timeout, we'll take a break as well. 3:21 to play, 70-62, Redmond in front. We'll pause for this on AM 1050 WLIP. Well, doing the jump around here tonight, some 2,100 or so in attendance. At the free throw line is Brady Zimmer following the Redmond timeout. Zimmer, free throw lips out. Zimmer just his 13th trip to the line this year. He's 9 for 13. Make it 9 for 14, missing. Zimnick laid it short, got his own rebound, and he'll stick it back behind Van Wyk. 6-point ball game here. Full court pressure put on by the Titans as Logan now gets it back. Now they'll back off as Logan will take it up to midcourt. Logan now across. Working on Dylan Overstreet. Now gets the double team. Gets it back to Hirth. Smartly done. Now back to Senior. Back to Logan. 18 on the shot clock. 2:50 remaining on the game clock. Logan now penetrates below the arc. Hands it back off to Kelly. Kelly high on the right wing. Working on Brady Zimmer. Falls off of Zimmer. Fires it up. That's no good. Van Wyk offensive rebound. Oh, he overlaid. Van Wyk had a little bit more time. Wasn't sure to go glass or not. Missing on the stick back. And the Titans bring it back. Davis now to Zimmer. Got around Hirth. Lays it up and in. Brady Zimmer with some energy here in this second half. He's got 4. 2:20 to play. 4-point game. Logan will get it into Kelly. And Kelly hammered to the floor, and they're going to call a foul. Kelly is still down. Got Brady off the floor, and I should say got, is it Overstreet? Dylan Overstreet off the floor. And he collided with Kelly full body into the left side of Kelly and put him on the floor. And Kelly still feeling the after effects here. Checking everything out, making sure all those old body parts still work. He'll get to the line here, double bonus. That's the 3rd foul on Overstreet. Kelly calmly sinks the free throw. Chance now to build out a 6-point lead here. Malcolm Kelly back-to-back 24-point games. He's been something here. He's found it, the fountain of youth. Makes both free throws, 72-66. 2:05 remaining. Zimnick now backing down on the right block, working on Senior. Get some help out, back out to Zimmer. Zimmer with the dribble penetration. Back out, Zimnick for 3. That one's good. And a timeout, Titans. Not many points tonight for Zimnick, but he's been clutch. He's got 15 now, quietly climbing up. And a timeout taken here by the Titans. Makes it a 3-point game, 72-69. 1:56 remaining. Well, Zimnick fought through a 1-for-5 2-point first half performance, has 13 of his 15 points here in the second half. Coming up on our post game, we'll run down all the scoring totals. We'll visit with head basketball coach Bosko Jurikovic. All of that coming up on the post game immediately following our contest here tonight. Games going on in the CCIW. North Park with a 5-point lead over Milliken, 47-42, 5 minutes into the second half. A little over 9 minutes to play in the second half, and or 3 minutes, I should say, 3 minutes and change. Wheaton back in front, 48-39 over North Central. Elmhurst upset Augustana today, 83-74. That game played earlier this afternoon. 1:56 remaining, 72-69, Redmond by 3. Possession arrow favoring the Redmond. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Carthage in the double bonus. Illinois Wesleyan in the 1-and-1. Davis, Zimnick, Nelson, Zimmer, and Overstreet. Sykes, Kelly, Senior, Castell, and Hirth for the Redmond. Sykes will get it into Castell, gets the return pass. Sykes will bring it up. He'll work the point here for the Redmond. Minute 50 to go, leading by 3. Sykes now spinning, going with the left hand, now the right hand, gives it back to Hirth. 20 on the shot clock for Reese Hirth, way up high right side. Castell, middle of the floor from the pass from Hirth, back to Kelly. 10 on the shot clock now, as Kelly now crossover dribble, now steps inside the arc, fires and hits! Malcolm Kelly just inside the arc for a clutch 2-pointer. 74-69, minute 18 to go. Kelly now with 27. Zimnick high left. Back up top to Zimmer. Works it inside to Davis. Davis spinning on Castell, had to let him go. Missed the shot. Marlin Senior with the rebound. Marlin with a clutch board here for the Redmond as we go under a minute left. A 5-point Redmond lead. Sykes now trying to work around Overstreet. Does. Now circles back around, gets it back to Kelly. Kelly back to Sykes. Got Davis off the floor. Driving Sykes to the basket. Finger roll good. Sykes all the way to the rim that time. Lays it up and in. 76-69. We got a foul on Kelly. Trying to deny Zimmer. That'll put Zimmer on the line for the 1-and-1. That's 3 on Kelly. Kelly didn't need to do that. Malcolm getting a lecture from Bosco just saying, hey, we don't need to stop the clock here. Zimmer will go to the line shooting the 1-and-1. Dortch will come in replacing Davis for the Titans. 39.2 seconds to play, and the Redmen up 7 here. With Zimmer shooting the 1-and-1. Makes the front end. Zimmer, 5 second half points coming off the bench here in the second half. Second free throw. Crawls around the rim and through. Shooter's touch for Brady Zimmer. He will come out. Soderman will check in. Full court pressure here in a 5-point game with 39.2 seconds to play. Sykes looking to inbound. Gets it into Castell, back to Sykes. Sykes up the floor to Hurth. And what do we have? A foul called from behind the play. That'll stop the play here. That'll put Sykes on the line shooting free throws. Bosco livid there. Redmond had a break. I think what he said is there was contact, but he let it go. The play was going. It would have been a 2-on-1. The Redmond would have had Hurth going in for the layup, and as it is, it pays off for the Titans here as Sykes missed the front end. Bosco still having an animated conversation with Tom Flynn. Of course, both those guys would have animated conversations. They were sitting having coffee. Second one goes down for Sykes. 1 for 2 that trip. 2-possession game here. Carthage will take the timeout. Bosco was more upset for the fact that Hurth had a clear look to the basket. That foul was behind the play. As it is, Sykes goes 1 for 2, 77-71, 35.4 seconds left. Well, now if you're Illinois Wesleyan, you're probably going to try and draw something up here, get a quick triple. You've got 2 timeouts in your pocket here. And again, you have an assortment of players that can drop it in. You got Soderman out there, 49% from 3 this season. Zimnick, a pretty good 3-pointer in his own right. And you got Jordan Nelson out there. Again, a pretty darn good shooter. Coming in 22 of 57 on threes this year. Here we go. Overstreet racing across the floor. Falls down, lost it to Davis. Back out to Zimnick for 3. That one barely drew iron. It's loose in the paint. Davis with a clutch offensive board, and it goes down. Makes it a 4-point game. Sykes will get it into Castell. And Castell fouled immediately by Overstreet here with 19.7 left. Overstreet with the foul, his 4th. We'll walk it down for free throws here from Mike Castell. He'll get a pair here. Chance to put his team back up by 2 possessions. Mike Castell, 0 for 1. Make it 1 for 2 at the stripe. Thank you very much. Big free throw there. This one to put his team up 6. Castell's second free throw, rims out, no good. Battle for the loose ball, picked up by Davis. 78-73, Titans bring it down quickly. Overstreet looking for the 3, back to Davis for 3. Davis missing, rebound Zimnick. Trying to get it back out, stolen by Marlin Sr. He's fouled by Victor Davis with 7.6 seconds left, and the Redmen are going to knock down the 4th-ranked Titans tonight. Davis fouls out, fouling Marlin Sr. Off that rebound tip out to the wing. So Victor Davis has fouled out. And the 4th-ranked Titans are going to fall here in Kenosha tonight. And the Redmen, Augustana, and Illinois Wesleyan will form a 3-way log jam for first place through the first run of conference play. Bryce Dolan in for Victor Davis. For Davis, that's his 3rd foul out of the year. Marlin makes the free throw. Atta baby. Second one by Senior, up and in. Atta baby. Marlin Senior makes them both. Makes it a 7-point game. Makes it a 3-possession game here with 7.6 seconds to play. Mike Costell gets a nice hand as he comes out here. Sean Valentine in for him. Final 7 seconds here. Overstreet will fire a quick 3. Banks off the glass, no good. Sykes with the rebound. And the Redmen upset the 4th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans here in Kenosha by a final of 80-73. The Redmen, the Titans, and the Vikings in a 3-way logjam of first place in the CCIW here tonight. Your final from Kenosha, Carthage 80, Illinois Wesleyan 73, a doubleheader sweep between the Lady Reds and the Redmen here tonight. We'll pause and take a 2-minute timeout. Back to recap this one and visit with head basketball coach Bosco Jurkovic right after this 2-minute timeout on AM 1050 WLIP. Well, the Carthage Redmen hang on down the stretch here tonight as they dispatch the 4th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans by a final of 80-73. Once again, they ride the back of Malcolm Kelly. Kelly tonight, 27 points in the contest. 18 of those here in the second half. Marlin Sr. finishing with 18, Reese Hirth with 13 tonight as Carthage now goes to 5-2 in conference play. And Illinois Wesleyan falls to 5-2 in conference play. Carthage now 12-6 on the year overall. Wesleyan falling to 15-3 overall. Augustana upset by Elmhurst earlier today. So you have a 3-way tie for first place through the first run of conference play. Carthage, Augustana, and Illinois Wesleyan. Wheaton about to win their ball game. They could join it and make it a 4-way tie for first with a win over North Central tonight. We'll try and track that one down for you as well. And then you have Elmhurst sitting at 4-3. Milliken at 1-5. North Park 0-6 going into play here tonight. But it was the Redmen opened up a 7-point halftime lead, 40-36, primarily behind Marlin Sr. Senior with 15 points in that first half, finished with just 3 here in the second half for a total of 18. Illinois Wesleyan down by as many as 10 early in the second half. A Malcolm Kelly jumper with the 15:56 to play made it a 50-40 ball game. Wesleyan was able to chip away though, as Van Wyk made it a 10-point game, 55-45, but a 3-pointer by Andrew Zimnick with 7:47 remaining put the lead down to 4, 57-53 in favor of the Redmen. It got to 3 on a 1-for-2 trip to the free throw line by Eric Dortch, 57-54. Carthage then went on a 4-point run. A pair of free throws by Marlin Sr. and a Cameron Van Wyk layup built out a 7-point, 61-54 lead with just under 6.5 minutes to play. That lead got out to as much as 9, actually out to 10, I should say, at the 4:02 mark on a pair of free throws by Malcolm Kelly. That made it 70-60. And once again, Illinois Wesleyan was able to close it to within 3. A Zimnick three-pointer with just under 2 minutes left made it a 72-69 ball game. But a Malcolm Kelly jumper, probably his best shot of the game with 1:25 left, brought them to their feet here at the Tarble Arena. That put the Redmen up 5. Sykes, after a missed layup by Victor Davis, got the layup with under a minute left. That built the lead out to 7. And a 3-possession game at that point. And Carthage was able to hang on as Brady Zimmer had a final free throw to cut the deficit to 6, 76-70. With just under a minute left, Carthage was able to hang on down the stretch and go up by 7, 80-73. What a ball game here tonight. An epic battle, a classic battle. And instead of Bosco tonight, we're going to get Steve Jurkovic up here with us. Steve, long time no see.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Well, tell me your thoughts on the game here tonight.
Just a great college basketball game in an outstanding atmosphere. We came out ready to go, and it always helps when you make all your shots in the first half. But it was just a great basketball game against two very good programs.
Makes you wish to get that uniform back on and play in one of these again.
Yeah, everyone. You would just want to get out there for this one, especially in front of this crowd. It was just an exciting time around here.
Well, you guys got it done. I'm looking here. You were out rebounded by 4, but when you needed the defense, you got it here, particularly in this second half. 14 of 32. Titans shot in the second half for the game, 44%, but you got it done defensively. That was the talk here, I think, going into this game, and the shoot-around this morning was the same way.
We knew they have shooters all over the building. I mean, they got guys off the bench that are just shooting 45, 50% from 3, and we knew that's something we had to key on. And last year, the first thing we put on the board was rebounding, because last year they out-rebounded us by 26 in our own building last year. And our guys took that to heart, and we did a great job defensively. Still got to clean up a little bit on the offensive rebounds, which they had 16 of them. So other than that, though, it was a great job overall by our guys.
Oh, this Malcolm Kelly kid. What can you say about Malcolm again? 25 tonight, following up a 24-point performance against Elmhurst. 8 of 14. Again, it's not the quantity, it's the quality, and he's 8 of 14, 5 of 8 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the line.
His shooting percentages are off the charts right now, and he hits big shots in big times, and he has for all 4 of his years here. And it's exciting to see him succeed because he's such a good guy, and he wants this so much, and he just comes out ready to play every day.
First half, it was Marlin Sr. You guys were finding things for Marlin. He had his first 3 shots tonight and really felt it. I think from that point on, he really wanted the ball in that first half, and you guys were able to find him.
Marlin got us off to a big start, and I think that really helped our momentum going forward. He's a dynamic player. He can post up, he can step out and shoot the 3, and he's a really good defensive player. And he stepped into his role outstanding this year, and he's just one of the catalysts that keep us going.
Andrew Zimnick tonight, you kept him off the chart there in the first half, was 1 for 5, but as he does so many times, he finds ways to get points, ended up leading his team in scoring, getting 13 of his 15 here in the second half.
He's just one of the best players in the conference. He's so physically tough. He had 6 offensive rebounds. He does the dirty stuff, but he's also such a skilled player, and that combination of those two is just why he's so effective in this league.
I thought the other key here tonight, you protected and valued possessions tonight. Only 4 second half turnovers for a total of 10 here tonight. Not to say that you guys are turning it over all the time, but that was key also, one of the key points made in the shoot-around today.
We wanted to maximize our possessions. We wanted to get the ball moving side to side. I think we had 14 assists in the first half, and we had 4 all of last game against Elmhurst. So we wanted to value our possessions. We got the ball moving, and we didn't turn the ball over, and that always helps you to win.
I thought the other key player tonight was Cameron Van Wyk off the bench. 8 points, 4 rebounds. He came up with a couple of clutch offensive boards, 3 of his 4 on the offensive glass, and he was 4 of 7 off the floor tonight.
He's our energy player. He comes up and he's ready to put the ball in the basket when he catches and finishes, and he likes to go to the boards hard, and he gives 100% effort whenever he steps on the court. And when he's out there, he had a couple big games earlier when Mike was hurt, and he's a really key contributor off the bench for us.
So here we are, Elmhurst upsetting Augustana earlier tonight. We've got a 3-way tie for first. I was just going to lean over and check my North Central Wheaton score, and that's gone final. So now Wheaton joins the party, 59-46 over North Central, a 4-way tie through the first half of an 18-conference race.
I don't think we'd have it any other way. This conference is so good from top to bottom. Anybody can beat you on any given day, and that's what makes this league the best in the country.
Well, now it's Wednesday night, North Park in the building now as you begin the second round of conference play. You're going to have some clutch road games coming up. You're going to be at Naperville on Saturday, a week from tonight. You still got a road game left at Wheaton, and you've got Milliken and Elmhurst coming into the building, as well as Augustana coming into the building in early February.
We looked at our schedule and we liked the end of it. We liked the way it closed, but right now our focus is going to be on North Park. We struggled at their place. They played us outstanding. Their zone, their matchup zone, really gave us fits. We made some adjustments in the second half there, which allowed us to overcome and get the win. But they're playing very well right now, and we got to hit shots. So we'll be working on that for these next couple days.
And my final question tonight, red pants. Bosco in red pants.
My mom tried to talk him out of it. I tried to talk him out of it, but he thinks he can pull it off. So more power to him for that.
Good. I thought it looked good with the black blazer.
I can't pull it off, but apparently he can. So more power to him for that.
Got to get the matching glasses to go
We'll
with it.
work on that next time. Next time we'll find that.
Enjoy this one, Steve. It's a pleasure visiting with you.
Weiser,
I always like
thank you.
seeing you. It's John.
No, I can't do that. I still can't do that.
No, come on. But nice visiting with you. Good win. Enjoy it. We'll see you back here on Wednesday.
Thank you very much.
Steve Jurkovic joining us here in our postgame in place of Bosco tonight with the red pants. Big win tonight for the Redmen here at home, 80-73, your final here tonight. As we run down the final numbers, Carthage for the game shot 52%, just under 53%, 27 of 51. After going 59% in the first half, they were held to 45% shooting here in the second half. They were 9 of 13 shooting the three ball in the first half. Illinois Wesleyan did a better job defending the three ball, but Carthage made their free throws here in the second half, going 13 of 19 for the game, 15 of 22. Leading scorer was Malcolm Kelly with 25 tonight. Kelly was 8 for 14 from the floor, 5 of 8 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the line. He led all scorers tonight with 25. Marlin Sr. getting 20 here tonight, 5 here in the second half on 6 of 10 shooting, but Marlin was 5 of 6 from the free throw line here in this second half. For all 5 of his points coming from the free throw line in the second half. 13 for Reese Hurth. Hurth 5 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range for his 13 points. Cameron Van Wyk coming off the bench with 8. Van Wyk 4 of 7. And did not get to the free throw line tonight. He finished with 8. 4 points for Dante Logan. Logan coming off the bench now with Kelly in the starting lineup. Logan playing 18 minutes, had 4 points, 3 assists tonight. And he was 1 for 1 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the line. Kevin Sykes with 5. Sykes 2 for 4 from the floor, 1 for 2 from the line. Also with 5 assists tonight. Kevin Sykes, the leading helper tonight, with 5 to go with his 5 points. Sean Valentine off the bench with 2, both of them free throws late first half. Scott McNellis played, did not score for the Redmen. 4 players in double figures for the Titans here, led by Andrew Zimnick with 15. 6 of 15, he was 1 for 5 at the half. So 5 for 10 here in the second half, including going 3 of 4 from outside the arc for his 15 points. He was the leading point totaler for the Titans here tonight with 15. 12 for Victor Davis. Strong game for Davis tonight, a double-double tonight for Davis. 6 of 11 from the floor, 12 points, 10 rebounds before fouling out here in the final minute. Pat Soderman with 10, 3 of 8 from the floor, all 3 coming from three-point range. Dylan Overstreet with 11. Overstreet 5 for 10, including 1 for 4 from three-point range. But his 4 made field goals, or I should say his 3 other made field goals came from two-point range, driving the basket. He got a couple of good looks to the rim, particularly in the first half. He finished with 11. 7 tonight for Jordan Nelson. Nelson 2 of 6, including a three-pointer. Rady Zimmer with 6 off the bench, all in the second half, where he was 2 for 2 from the floor, 2 of 4 from the free throw line for his 6 points. 4 points for Michael Mayberger off the bench, 2 of 4 shooting. Mike Marietti started, finished with 4, 2 of 2 from the floor. Bryce Dolan with 3. Eric Dortch 0 for 2 from the floor, 1 for 4 from the line for his 1 point. And Nick Anderson played, did not score for the Titans, who shoot 44% for the game, 43% in the second half. For the game, 29 of 65, 9 for 28, 32% from three-point range, and just 6 of 12 from the line. So the Redmen outshoot the Titans by 10 at the line, and really your difference right there, getting to the free throw line, particularly in the second half for the Redmen. Rebounding, +4 for the Titans. They out-rebound the Carthage 35-31, getting 16 offensive boards. They were led by Davis with 10, 4 offensive, 6 defensive, 8 for Zimnick, 6 of them on the offensive glass tonight. League rebounder for the Redmen was Marlin Sr. with 7. He had 6 defensive boards. Mike Costell was 6, including 5 on the defensive glass. The key stat also tonight, Redmen turned it over just 4 times in the second half for a total of 10. And the Titans turned it over 5 times in the second half for a total of 8. Titans getting 1 block and 4 steals. Carthage, no blocks, 3 steals. Redmen with 15 assists on their 27 made baskets. And for the Titans, 14 assists on their 29 made baskets. Other games tonight in the CCIW, about 5 minutes left. A nip and tuck affair with Milliken and North Park. Milliken with a 1-point lead now. Now North Park has jumped out in front with a 3-pointer. 68-66, 4.5 minutes to go in that one. Jawan Henry with 18. Hearn with 17 for the Vikings. Milliken getting 18 from Kiker, and Kinman also with 18. There's Johnson with 14 for the Big Blue. It's 68-66, 4:16 to play. North Park up 2 in Chicago. Final from Wheaton tonight, the Thunder defeat North Central 59-46. Thunder now 5-2, joining the party in that first place tie. Tyler Peters with 20 points tonight, the only player in double figures for the Thunder. Peters 5 of 16 from the floor, 1 for 2 from three-point range, but got to the foul line tonight. Tyler Peters 9 of 12 from the foul line to lead the way for Wheaton. Meanwhile, for North Central, 3 players in double figures. Williams with 12, Landon Gamble with 12, Vince Kamek with 11. Again, your final, Wheaton over North Central, 59-46. Wheaton 5-2, 12-6 overall. North Central falls to 9-9 overall, 2-5 in CCIW play. And the other upset today was Elmhurst knocking off Augustana. Blue Jays now 4-3 in conference play, knocking on the door on that 4th spot. Augustana falling to 15-3, 5-2 overall. Hunter Hill with 21 points. Hefner with 13. The only players in double figures for Augustana tonight. Blue Jays, Coleman with 21 on 8 of 9 from the floor. He was 4 of 5 from three-point range for his 21. Wist with 16, Maxter with 12, Sanford with 10 for Elmhurst. The Blue Jays upsetting 13th ranked Augustana tonight, 75-69. Earlier tonight in women's play, it was the Carthage Lady Reds knocking off Illinois Wesleyan by a score of 90-83. 33 points for Stephanie Kuzmanik, her 3rd 30-point game of the year. Kuzmanik 13 of 21. She got 23 of her 33 in the second half here tonight. Michelle Wenzel finished with 28. A double-double for Wenzel, 28 and 10 boards. And Kuzmanik a double-double tonight, 33 points, 10 assists to lead the way for the Lady Reds in that win. So the Lady Reds in first place all alone at 7-0, 16-2 overall. Illinois Wesleyan falling to 6-1, 12-6 overall. So a pair of first-place teams for Carthage College here tonight, as the Carthage Redmen go to 5-2 in league play, 12-6 overall, upset the 4th-ranked Titans tonight. That is the 6th victory over a ranked team this year for Carthage. If you go back in time, the Redmen, with their wins earlier this year, they defeated a Washington University team here at home, 82-80. They knocked off Kelvin in Michigan, 74-68. They defeated Platteville in double overtime, 112 to 104. And Eastern Connecticut State, 61-58 on the trip to Orlando. So this is their 5th win over a top 25 team this year. And they do it in style here at home by a final of 80-73. We'll join up with you again on Wednesday night here at the Tarble Arena as the first place Redmond will take on North Park. We'll have that game for you beginning at 6:40 with our pregame, a 7 o'clock tip from right here at the Tarble Arena. Come on out and support Redmond basketball. It's an exciting brand of ball being played here at Carthage College. Hope to see you in person. If you can't make it in person, please join us on the air on 1050 WLIP beginning at 6:40 on Wednesday night. Or you can join us on the web. WLIP.com is your stream, and the links are available at both WLIP.com and at Carthage.edu. My thanks to Scott DeLabio engineering both our broadcasts here tonight, pulling double duty tonight. And as always, Scott, a fantastic job at our studios in Pleasant Prairie. Mike Love, thank you very much for all your work on our video end here tonight. He's our video producer and coordinator for our video production of our video stream. Steve Maravich, our sports information director, thank you to him for all his help in preparing our broadcast here tonight. I'm John Weiser. I know you enjoyed the broadcast. I know you enjoyed our outcome times 2. Lady Reds a winner by a final of 90-83, and the Redmen here tonight upset 4th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan by a score of 80-73. Until Wednesday, have a great week, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Carthage Athletics, heard exclusively on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Good night, everyone.